What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
Todd Butterfield.
Pretty good day, you know. We're seeing red in the markets, but overnight, Zencash did explode from the news of being listed on Binance. I don't know why, if you don't own Zen and you've been watching this channel, obviously I have not been doing a good enough job since Zen was $15. I've openly told you I was accumulating Zen and accumulating a large portion of it. Then we saw some good Wyckoff analysis on it. We hit some first targets. We'll look at these charts later. And then it just blew up with the Binance news. I did do a ladder, so we will kind of talk about how to ladder. Maybe you can utilize that in your trading efforts. But we still do have much higher price objections on Zen. Also, Coinbase has an acquisition that sent ZRX soaring. It is still holding some of those gains now. What does it mean for the possible future of ZRX? And what angle is Coinbase doing here?
No doubt.
Then we got maybe Vertcoin might fall into the spotlight as the lit network that the MIT Digital Currency Initiative has been working on. Is starting to get some mainstream attention here. And guess who two of the developers are for that group? They are the lead developers of Vertcoin. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Monero. Is XMR getting a protocol platform built into its network? That should be interesting to take a look at, and we will have some more details for you in the future. Of course, we got to have the Todd Father looking at the charts, doing some technical analysis, keeping everybody calm. There's a lot of bullish price projections coming not only from here, but from other locations here as well. That is still the count we're looking at here, so we will see on the charts in a second. What do you got, Todd? What's going on in the chat box
I see
over
they're talking
here?
about Coinbase Pro. That should be interesting. And the preacher is preaching about ZRX.
Yeah, Coinbase Pro, we'll talk about that, touch base on that. Hopefully that will get more traders over there. I don't know about you, but Coinbase is just a fiat gateway for me. I can't do trading. Their GDAX charts are just terrible.
But they're switching it all up, so we shall see. So let's start this mother up.
Let's do this intro, and we will be right back. Get right into this. We got a basketball game tonight, the Cavaliers, and I do have a soccer game to get to as well.
Dang.
With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Oh yeah, here we go. The coin market cap currently sitting at $327 billion. Bitcoin and the rest of all these coins are still taking the wood pretty good. Bitcoin holding above $7,500, down 6.82% for the day. Ethereum breaking below the 600 mark, down 11% for the day at $578. Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, all of these are following suit. Bitcoin Cash is now, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I went pretty hard on Roger Ver today, just some of the tactics and antics that he was talking about. We'll take a look at that. But remember, no matter what you think about Bitcoin Cash, I always say you probably need to have a 3 to 5% portfolio holding of this, in my opinion, as a hedge against Bitcoin. And because Roger Ver, smart businessman, has these random pumps That just happened to occur. As you know, I tweeted out that I sold my remaining Bitcash at 1400 or 1450. It did run a little bit further, but that is looking good right about now. I'm going to dig it deeper into those, and maybe I'll have some kind of price point that I would be looking at Bitcoin Cash here in the near-term future. Do we have any winners for the day? We have Skycoin up another 35%, up to 3266, trying to get back up to yesterday's high. ZRX. If you don't know, the acquisition by Coinbase actually runs on the ZRX protocol. Now, there's a lot of debate whether ZRX is going to be utilized as a fee. We'll see. It's up in the air. We'll go read through the article and we'll see your guys' opinion. It is still up 12.31%. I think it got as high as maybe up 25%. We'll see if this is just the first leg and we might see some more up thrust coming. We will see. And then top 200, let's see if we got any good winners over here. We got Limp-O, never heard of it, and Bitcoin Dark coming again with up 3.31%. Now, our friend Zen has given back up all the gains overnight. You had an opportunity to make some good trades there if you already owned it. If you do not own it, obviously when we look at the chart, I still am very bullish long-term on Zencash. And this dip might provide an entry point for those who missed out when we first started talking about this project when it was a mere $15. So without further delay, we'll let Todd look at some charts and we'll keep this thing rolling.
All right, let's bring up the Bitcoin. We're sitting here talking about this. Let's kind of zero in on this move here, because when we did the stab below 8,000, I thought we'd get like a 91, 9,200. If that wasn't strong, maybe we'd have another C wave back down. The problem is the B wave stopped at 8,600, and then we got the waterfall decline today down to the 7,450. So I still think we've done an ABC down now for a B. And really, if you look at this now, I'm still almost leaning. I threw this idea out there over the last couple of weeks. I almost think this is the count for Bitcoin now for Elliott wave. So this action here has a lot more dynamics of an E wave, which means, you know, we're making a major low here. And I think one thing I'm going to throw in right now, Tom Lee was one that was talking about consensus and we'd have a big rebound in Bitcoin. We all know that didn't happen. And then now he's came back on an email to CNBC and said that there is 3 catalysts that'll keep Bitcoin basically bottoming here and going higher. The first is cost of producing and replicating is around 8,000, so he thinks miners will keep the price around this level. Second, he thinks institutional investors have gained a lot of interest. They haven't came to the space yet because there's some regulatory uncertainty, which we're somewhat getting cleaned up. And then the third factor, he says, which is the interesting one, historically 10 days compromise all the performance in any single year of Bitcoin's price. If you just took out those 10 days, Bitcoin's down 25% a year. So he says, as miserable as it feels holding Bitcoin at 8,000, the move from 8,000 to 25,000 will happen in a handful of days. So don't want to be the perma-bull, but that's pretty big news coming from him, and he's got the misery index. So I do think that we've put everybody through misery, and I've got clients and friends that wanted to buy and hold. You know, now they want to trade or they don't want to be invested. So I think we've still done what we're supposed to, and that is just shook everybody out, got the sentiment so bad that if we do get a big rally, I think it'll leave everybody behind. So, and interesting, if this count is playing out, then that would play right into Lee's thoughts, because coming out of this triangle would be a sharp, quick move to all-time highs, which is exactly what he's saying. So it will get interesting here in the days ahead, no doubt. So if we think that triangle is what's working, then probably you're going to need to put some triangle formations on some of these other charts. And I think Bitcoin Cash is still one of the strong ones, because I think still here you want to be long basically some of the strong coins. Dash would look a lot like Bitcoin, so it was a little stronger on the last wave, but still a decent coin, I believe. Classic at 1470.
Gary says Bitcoin is a Viagra coin soon. That's true. If that count is right, we put in the E wave and then we explode to the upside. Man, the emotions people are going to have, the FOMO that's going to happen. And maybe Viagra sales is going to go down too. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Will be interesting. So Classic got a little deep here today. And, you know, not one of the strongest because that rally to 26 petered out pretty quick. Ethereum, I think, is one of the strong ones. So I think probably it's more of an ABC completed down here at 350. And now we've done a 1-2. So I think that still is a coin that leads us higher. Litecoin, I'd showed this triangle previous. So, you know, that one looks way more textbook. So, you know, that would be not a move to 220. That'd be a move to new highs. NEO 5221. I put in some downtrend lines here because when they take those out, they should, you know, should be able to accelerate.
Shout out to Billy Woodard for subscribing. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to smash that like button, that share button, and let's continue to grow this community. We're getting a bunch of subscribers over here, and we love to see it. We love how you guys bounce great ideas off each other, and I love interacting with you guys on Twitter. Essentially, we're here to try to provide help for each and every person to find success in this crazy crypto ecosystem.
Joseph says you'll need a telescope to see the top of these charts. You're going to talk about that right here in a little bit?
Yeah, I can bring that up.
A little bit of the NASDAQ talk, possibly. So here's XRP. Same thing at the end. What could be a downtrend channel that when we take it out on the upside, if we do, maybe that could be acceleration. OMG down to 1059. Still a nice sideways pattern here. So I think OMG would lead us back as well. I think that's a good coin here. And then let's bring up ADA. Getting a little deep here. But I think that would still be a good coin leading us back. EOS. Go through some of the usual ones real quick. 1073. I mean, that one went to a new high, so this one should be able to dig in, I would think. And you know, that's a way stronger chart pattern than the majority of coins. So I think that would be a good one.
Todd, I need that to go down a little bit more. Tell him it needs to go down a little more.
Here's Strat USD, one that we did a little bit of Wyckoff on. I think that one still looks good. And then let's go to XLM down 6%. I think that one still looks pretty good as well. XVG continuing a little bit lower. So definitely not as strong. Still holding the lows. Then we got ZEN, which had to run up right to our objectives and to the top trend channel. I did go live briefly because I wasn't trading that. I had a few clients we did trade, but really I was, you know, I'm still so friendly coming out of these lows, I think, that I want to hold some of these because I do think some of these are going to be some pork blasters.
That objective was created at much lower prices. I think probably went around $22 to $25 using Wyckoff that you see there. So that just kind of proves that, you know, point and figure and learning the Wyckoff that we have in our cryptocurrency trading course really can help you trade these coins on the short, intermediate, and long terms. We'll also talk about laddering and kind of some of your strategy for getting in and out of positions here shortly, as I did post my Zen ladder from last night over on Twitter.
Because the red line here is where I took a point and figure chart reading for the upside objective. But really the problem is now you could move this over to here, and this would be a possible upside objective. And I haven't ran that number, but that would be you know, that probably would be a 100 or something. So that's a much higher upside objective. Which if you know if Bitcoin's doing that triangle, some of these coins are going to explode higher. So and then we got ZRX, which came down to the dollar, exact 0.618. Ran up to $1.60 on the news, sitting here at $1.32. So I think that one would still just dig in and keep working higher here. And then probably I skipped over. Let's go back to Decred real quick, and we'll hand it over to Nick. 103 on Decred. So that chart pattern is is really good. So I don't know what the news is there. I don't know where the strong buying is coming in, but somebody is supporting Decred.
This also, that chart right there looks pretty similar to the price action that we were seeing with ZEN kind of before the Binance announcement, also with ZRX before this acquisition. Maybe there's some news around the corner on Decred. I'm not going to go ahead and tell you that, but that chart reminds me a lot of the action we were seeing in some of these other coins before some major news.
Something's going on in the hen house there.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it, so otherwise I would let you guys know.
Right, like putting buy Zen up on the screen.
Show me the
closed up last night.
Whoa, Bill, that is awesome. $20 super chat. You are the man. I just want to say how much I appreciate your commitment to this community. Stay positive, stay long term. We'll be happy we did. Shout out to you, Bill. Thanks for all of your support. If you have any coin you would like me to look at, maybe for tomorrow's episode, or any particular question, make sure to throw it in the comment section or hit me up on Twitter. That is awesome.
And we are committed, and we are long-term.
We're here for the long term, guys.
And we are staying.
You might notice that some other YouTube channels or Discords or Twitters become ghost towns during these kind of events with this type of bear cycle. We're here through the ups and the downs. We're trying to find the coins like Zen that can give you gains even in the down cycle. ZRX with the news, we've been on that for a while. Give you gains in the down cycle. That's what we're trying to find. Also try to get you in some staking coins and some passive income coins that you can continue to generate some revenue even if the price of the coin does decrease.
And show me the money.
Show me the money. I'm going to show you the money right here.
Triple my bag.
So first I wanted to start with this. I don't think if I click on this you guys can hear it, but I'll definitely come over here and watch this. If you did not hear about this, Craig Wright, who we may have known, you might know him as Satoshi Nakamoto or fake Toshi, whatever you want to consider him. He claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto. That has been proved absolutely false several times. He works exclusively with the Bitcoin Cash project. Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold both attended a conference in Japan, I believe. And the guy from Bitcoin Gold actually started questioning Craig Wright. Craig Wright, threw a hissy fit, stood up like he was going to get in a fight with the guy, and literally looked to the audience and said, all right, take a vote. Only one of us can stay. Do you not want my technology ever to be allowed in your country? So I don't know if he's referring to the technology of Bitcoin or the technology of Bitcoin Cash. If he's talking about Bitcoin Cash, that kind of proves how centralized Bitcoin Cash is. And if he's talking about Bitcoin not allowing the technology in your country, I mean, that's the most evidence that you're not Satoshi I've ever seen, because Bitcoin was created as a means, a way to take the power away from the few and spread it to the masses, spread the wealth to the masses, and spread innovation to the masses. It's meant to be a global peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, not something dictated that Craig Wright, because you're going to kick him out of a conference, is not going to let that technology allowed in your country. It's pretty hilarious. I would get on here and watch this. The full video is about 2.5 minutes, and that's floating around as well. He lost it. He must have been having jet lag or something.
Breaking news, Decred on Coinbase June 4th. That's what Tom says.
At first I was like, guys, we got to go.
Right.
I got to do something.
Gary O'Connell, sorry you have Alzheimer's, because he doesn't remember ZRX. Because that was his coin.
That was.
And Gary still likes it.
So.
And that's going to be the winner.
I wanted to show you guys this. Now, this isn't to brag about anything. This is more, number one, it's that when we talk about trades that we're making and price objectives that we're making, that you know we're not talking out of our ass, because I'm sending you a snippet directly from the exchange and the trades buys and sells. Number two, this is almost a textbook ladder, so you guys can take it as a learning opportunity, maybe how you want to work some of your tradings where, you know, you don't need to go all in and go all out. I like the ladder technique, as then I can capitalize on as many gains as possible, and it hedges your risk. And then lastly, guys, I did get all my Zen back, and all profits, they were in Bitcoin. After I explain what this laddering is, how I utilize it, I'll tell you what coins I put those profits in. We talked about Zen since it was $15, guys. Why didn't you buy it? I'm just kidding. So these go in order from the bottom to the top. What you want to do on a ladder, usually, or at least what I do, my position size gets larger as the price continues to rise. So right here, when you see this 5380, this was about 10% of my total Zen. Then this one wasn't quite higher, it was a little lower, but this was 15% of my total Zen. The 6150 was 20% of my total Zen. And then this last one here was 25%. And then you say, well, Nick, that leaves 30% of your Zen portfolio left. What's up with that? Well, if you guys did not know, this was late. Todd said in the live show, I was going to sleep. So the reason this worked out is I couldn't FOMO because I was going to bed. I set all these orders up. The last order was actually for 645,000 Satoshis for the remaining 30% of my portfolio. Unfortunately, we did not quite get that high. Then what you do here is you set up your buy side action if you want to get those coins back. And you work these back in reverse. So this 510,000 was for 10%. This 500,000 was for 15%. 483 was for 20%. And this last order was for the 25%. So hopefully you can see as the value goes up, your position size go up as well. And then as you're trying to buy it back and the price is going down, you can incrementally increase those position sizes if you think there's a high chance of that last order getting filled. That way you're minimizing risk along the way, as nobody can really predict these markets and every single move. Somebody earlier is like, why don't you show how many coins you were selling? Guys, it's cryptocurrency. I'm not going to tell you how many. I mean, I already tell you enough of what I own. I'm not going to show you how many coins, the timestamp, all this. I can't do that. I can show you these positions to prove that me and Todd kind of know what we're doing, and I'm not BSing, and hopefully you guys can learn from us.
Your bag is full.
And better yourself. But that's what it's all about. Nothing to brag about. Just trying to help the community out. And all this can be learned in, basic trading strategies, our cryptocurrency trading course, etc. If you need help on any of those, let me know. And people are asking, okay, well, what did you put the profits in? 25% of the profits I kept in Bitcoin. 50% of the profits I spread among some large caps, XMR, ADA, and Dash. And then the remaining 25% I spread amongst some smaller caps, being Dragon, Covesting, Onion, QSP, and ECA.
Damn.
That's what I spread it across. Don't have to copy me, but that's kind of how I want to separate my profits as well.
Those are micro caps, aren't they?
Onion's pretty low, QSP's pretty low, ECA's pretty low, Dragon's probably a mid cap, and then the first three are large caps.
Cool.
So there you go, guys. That's kind of what I am thinking. Now on to some news here. Here's a little hint for you if you guys can read what's on the screen. I think Onion is being talked about a lot. I don't know if it's a long-term hold. It is way down price, accumulating, in my opinion. Might be one that you might see double, triple, quadruple your bag here in the near-term future. Here are some of the reasons why. Take a look. So Coinbase acquires cryptocurrency trading platform Paradex. What does that mean? Paradex is essentially a decentralized exchange that utilizes the 0x protocol to have relayers occur, or the trades occur. Now, we have Niagara Tony, who looked even deeper into this. Kind of, we talked about it in a higher level, but we came to the same conclusion as I tweeted this out originally right when the news came out. Paradex runs on the 0x protocol. This does not mean 0x will be added to Coinbase, yet at least. From my understanding, the relayers have the option to take fees in 0x, although not forced, and the transactions can occur without fees. Also, with the V2 upgrade 0x has been talking about, it could potentially allow relayers to more efficiently take fees in ZRX, should they so choose. Never actually required. But keep in mind, Coinbase is a for-profit organization, so if they can work out a way that they can accept fees, and if it happens to be in 0x, they probably will do so. Now, there's a lot of debate in Reddit whether or not they will need the fees in 0x or not. That is what is going to give the value proposition to the 0x token. So we're just going to have to wait and see. I think that's why 0x has given up a little bit of these gains, as the uncertainty of what this partnership really means for the long-term future of 0x.
Well, Gary thinks if you like Onion Coin, you might as well do Pickle Coin too then.
Gary, I'm telling you, hey, I'm just here, just talking about cryptos. Don't go all in. I just always say do your own research. I'm just saying the product itself, I'm not like awed by, but what is going on in the community, Discord, Twitter, Reddit, it's finding itself on more and more Twitter polls. What's your favorite privacy currency? And it's winning. What coin should I do a review on? And it's winning. That's how the hype cycle begins, guys. It's sitting around $1 at a 21 or 25 million market cap, something like that. Very easy for that thing to hit 100% gain. Do your own research.
John, we could have, I was up last night with ZEN as well, and I traded a few people that are aggressive, had a big position. And I was just starting to, I was adding ZEN to PCG. So some people have it, some don't. Some I thought it was probably too risky. So, yeah, I mean, and that's kind of why I tried to do the video. If somebody really had to do a trade, I never thought it would back up this much because I'm so friendly, down at these levels. Because if this is a triangle, we could have quick rallies out of here. And I like that coin a little bit longer term. So I wasn't really wanting to trade it short term.
Oh, man.
And it did work out.
Gary cracks me up. What else we got? I guess, do you guys have any charts you want Todd to look at? Then we'll talk about a few more of these fundamental news articles, and we'll continue seeing what's going on. Todd forgot to turn the AC on. It is hot in here. You might see some pit stains coming out here in a second.
It's just warm around here. I was cold
seeing
earlier.
What's going on. Todd forgot to turn the AC on. It is hot in here. You might see some pit stains coming out here in a second.
It's just warm. I got too much going on.
You always do that.
Well, I'm watching a lot of stuff over here.
People want to see BCH and NAS.
NAS? I don't know if I got that one on. I don't remember NAS. That must be over on...
Because
that was Onion right there that you were talking about. So I'm researching while you're talking. Pretty big sell-off, new lows for the move. Not a real impressive chart.
Chart looks like doo-doo, guys.
Right.
I'm not going to lie.
NAS, I don't see.
It's only on Hobie and then some other small platforms, so it might not be over on Coin.
Right, I'm not going to be able to bring that one up then on my two choices here.
And somebody wants to look at BCH.
My BCH I brought up quickly, sitting here at 1,000. Again, I think these triangle, especially the top line here, if we take that out, that would be friendly. But I still think we're making a triangle low down here, whether it's even still a little bit lower tonight or something. But I think the move in Bitcoin Cash was good off the lows, and I think now we're just kind of testing it. So I think that's, that's one of the coins to have a little bit of your portfolio in, not a large position.
And then APH is over on KuCoin. That's another reason. I mean, in the tweet I kind of explained it, but Onion is also only available on KuCoin. KuCoin is like almost the new Cryptopia where since the trading volume is so low, if they're only on that and some other small exchanges, you might be able to find some diamonds in the rough, some gems over there that could see massive gains if KuCoin comes out with a new reward program that gets some volume over there, or if they get listed on some more exchanges, as we kind of saw with ZEN, that also provides a brighter future for some of these products.
Quantum's pulled a little bit deep here in May, so still would have a strong rally out of here if these are triangles, but not one of the strong ones.
Shout out Black Monkey. He says he's finally catching a live stream. Good to see you. And Tom Hauer says, how about Pivx, since I've been taking the wood on that one.
Yeah, Pivx didn't rally too well and pulling back quite a bit here. That was one of Matt's coins when we were all together. There's APH. Obviously, big volume off of these few bars here, and then backed off a little bit from there. So that had to be some type of news. Same thing here. I think I'd probably run a downtrend channel across here. Nibble some here because it could be just testing what was a spring there or a shakeout. So I would think that one's good here.
Somebody wants to look at VeChain and Knowles.
I'm going to do Pivx. It did get above $6 there, back to $3.67. Not one of the strongest, but still one I think probably bottoming out here. Knowles BTC. That one looks really, really good. That one's impressive. think we talked about that before, and it's just holding the gains up there. So Knowles is strong. Let's go back to Neo, 52. Same type of deal. A little weaker, but still I think a coin will come back strong.
Cool. I guess I'll snag this back real quick. I'll be right back with a couple more of these great fundamental news articles right after this.
LearnCrypto.io is the pathway to your understanding of cryptocurrencies. At our website, you can learn about the grandfather of technical analysis, Richard D. Wyckoff, purchase our Cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff trading course, and read our daily updated blog. You can also find the link to our YouTube channel, where you will get technical analysis and fundamental research about cryptocurrencies on the daily. If you are too busy with family, retirement, work, or all of the above, then just click on our Crypto PCG link and allow us to manage your cryptocurrency portfolio for you. You give us trading APIs so we can enter orders and manage your portfolio, but cannot withdraw or transfer any of your coins or funds. We manage clients' portfolios for a respectable 3% annual fee, which is billed in 1/4 quarterly installments. Don't hesitate. Contact us today, because with these 24-hour, 7-day-a-week crypto markets, it helps to have a professional as a part of your team.
All right, the last thing I forgot to even mention about the Coinbase acquisition is, guys, if you did not watch the Coinbase video I did in the crypto tips and tricks section, ZRX was one of the coins that I thought could be listed at Coinbase. Now they have not been listed, but with this acquisition, they are in closest relationship with Coinbase, closer than any other coin currently. Also, I said that one thing that Coinbase may do is be able to actually use ZRX to give access to a bunch of ERC20 tokens to users without being in regulatory constraints with the United States. Now, if we look at a little bit of this article here, that is exactly what they are doing with Paradex. They also said originally it's going to be to services outside of the United States, but eventually once the compliance is figured out and the regulation is figured out about how this regulatory loophole maybe figures in, then United States customers will have access. So I think that's a pretty good insight there. So maybe you should check out the video to see the other 4 coins that I like and the reasons why I like them. So MIT tests smart contract powered Bitcoin Lightning Network. Wait, you didn't know there was multiple versions of the Lightning Network? Well, there is, and until I did the follow-up interview with Kanan, I really didn't even know either. If you know who Kanan is, maybe you know where this is going. So the MIT Digital Currency Initiative Group is finally getting some media attention based on their innovations with the Lit Network, a version of the Lightning Network, and the possibility of creating a lit box that users, each and every individual like you and me, for about $40 to $50 can actually hook it up to their modem and have a node essentially for the Lightning Network running at all times. Now, the reason that I'm not going to read through all these technicalities, if you're really interested in what differences they have with this with the other Lightning Network, you should probably take a look. I think it is very bullish for Bitcoin and the direction that Bitcoin is going as a payment solution. But do you know who 2 of the developers are in the MIT project for the Lit Network? They're actually 2 of the lead developers for Vertcoin. Pretty interesting. They're starting to get some media attention. Will Vertcoin get the spotlight here as well? Because after talking the original interview with James Lovejoy, the lead developer of Vertcoin, and the follow-up interview with Kanan, which we went more in detail on the progress of this Lightning Network, so you guys should definitely watch that. It's only going to start with, it's going to be usable for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Vertcoin. Now, I even questioned them, hey, what is their value proposition for Vertcoin? I mean, you guys are working on this. Do you have to use Vertcoin to use it? No, there's no direct value proposition besides the fact that the Lit Lightning Network will be integrated with Vertcoin, and 2 of the lead developers for MIP that are working on the project happen to be the lead developers of Vertcoin as well. So I can assure you that conversion will probably go well. Now, I don't really own much Vertcoin in my portfolio. I've done a little mining on their network here and there with their one-click miner, But I think this is something to keep an eye on. Now, if they continue to get more press on this matter and Lit starts becoming, you know, maybe the future of Lightning Network, I think that Vertcoin needs another revisit, and maybe we can have another interview with them. But the insight from Kanan, I think, will help you guys really understand on a more technical level what they have going on here.
I'm going to bring up something about, because I don't follow Coinbase at all, don't watch him, but for some reason I got an update from him and I clicked on it, and he was going in on EOS being a, he was going in and in.
Today's video, I mean,
I watched like 5 minutes of it, and he was calling everything scams.
Does Tone have a point at some regard that some coins are scams? Yes, but it is almost cringeworthy sometimes. He was today. You can see he has three co-hosts, and you can almost see when he starts going on these tangents that even them are like, all right, Tone, let's move on, because he went in hard on EOS. Obviously, they went in hard on Verge. Verge still hasn't updated the community whether or not they are getting 51% attacked or not. We'll see what happens with that. And he went hard on a few other coins as well. They did talk about this Monero article I'm about to read, and I think they're pretty favorable about Fluffy Pony and what Monero may be able to present here in the future.
But I had read on EOS that Novogratz is big in there. So I don't know how a big, smart hedge fund guy worth millions, managing millions is, you know, knows less about EOS than some of these YouTube guys. So I was a little bit taken back by that.
Sweet. So, Monero lead developer is helping launch a crypto trading protocol. This is one of the reasons why a portion of my profits did go into Monero. Obviously, you guys know Monero is my favorite large cap privacy coin, as it is the only truly private coin out, cryptocurrency out there right now. This is interesting. They don't provide a lot of details, but let's read on. Loyalty points, concert tickets, and in-game items will soon appear on a new protocol built on the Monero network called Terry. This new digital assets protocol will help support non-fungible tokens, tokens with unique properties such as tickets with ownership information. Think CryptoKitties for Monero, except expanding that. Monero project lead developer Riccardo Spagni, or you guys may know him as Fluffy Pony, and entrepreneur Dan Thierry are also part of the founding team. Terry's goal is to, quote, support any kind of digital assets. For example, one use case for the protocol would be to allow digital asset issuers to participate in the secondary market, meaning resales in particular. However, the protocol can also support items in video games or even native assets. Quote, if you have a decentralized, distributed, trustless system that supports non-fungible tokens, that enforces the rule sets around digital assets, that changes the game because now you have an opportunity for consumers to trade those digital assets freely. Jane said he believes Tari's approach to digital assets is unique for a variety of reasons, noting that, quote, we don't want to make a lot of future statements. We just want to prove ourselves along the way, and we think that's a great way to build trust and build our community. Now, Fluffy Pony was kind of questioned on this, whether there was going to be an ICO, a pre-sale, et cetera, that you might see in some scam coins. He said, no, there is not going to be an ICO. They don't provide a lot of information on how this is going to become about. Maybe it's going to be airdropped to XMR holders. Maybe they're going to have to just, I don't know. They just don't provide that information. But I think it is pretty interesting that now a protocol layer is trying to be built onto the Monero network. I like Monero because of its privacy features. Now, if they start adding some of these other features, I think that is very bullish for the long-term future of XMR. And they do have some really good developers over there, and they've done things completely different than any other privacy currency in the sector, and this would just add to that. So I'll keep an eye out for any articles that have the name Tari in it, as I would like to have that information. So if you see one, pass it on to me via Twitter so I can present my opinion to you guys on the show. Todd's over here laughing. That must mean something hilarious is going on. Probably Gary.
No, Tom Hauer. He's on one tonight.
Here, let me pull this back one more second. Philip Rover says Bitcoin Gold 51% attacked as well. I actually have that article up right here. So Bitcoin Gold's network was attacked by a 51% hash attack as well, where they deactivated the double spend feature. Essentially, the guy was sending funds over to an exchange, trying to sell it on the exchange, and then quickly send it back to his wallet. Therefore, we're getting double the bang for the buck. Now, the one difference between this and The Verge, in my opinion, is the transparency of the project. Bitcoin Gold immediately tweeted out and made this public when they realized what the threat was. They also reached out to exchanges and told them to increase the confirmations to either 25 or 50 confirmations. That way, hopefully, they can track the transactions that were double spent and block them from occurring. Now, I don't know. This is what I assume is going on with Verge, but Verge right now is still, they tweeted 2 days ago saying that it is a DDoS attack. And that's all we've heard from them. So I don't know, but I would assume it's something like this. Bitcoin Gold has not seen near the price dump as Verge. I think due to their transparency and the ability to get the situation under control quickly. And we'll see what happens here in the near future. Obviously, it is not good that we're starting to see projects getting 51% attacked. We'll see what Verge and Bitcoin Gold have to say, how they're going to stop it in the future. But I think you need to start moving your funds into some of these safer coins, in my opinion. We'll see what they have to say here, guys, but not good.
Taj asked about SPR earlier. I do have that chart up. It's had a nice little rally off the lows here from 4,000, setting at 55.41. So nice move there out of the blue on some big volumes. So I'm sure that's some type of news, though.
Shout out to the 132 people watching right now. Make sure to hit that like button. Also, if you want to know everything we do outside of YouTube on a daily basis for our community, take a look in the description below.
We go 24 hours a day. I do need to go home this weekend, though.
Shout out to Derek McNeil for subscribing. I love that noise. Appreciate it, man. Make sure to follow us over on Twitter as well so you can have the up-to-date crypto information 24/7.
ADA equals love.
I mean, I had to pick up a little ADA with those profits on this price range. I was saying if it got below, I think, 23 cents, I was liking it. So I am definitely here.
0.203. That's really all I got. 75.93 Bitcoin. So I think it'll be interesting to see if this triangle tries to play out here. So
what do we got going on in the chat box? Do you guys have any more charts you want to see? Any more fundamental questions or news articles you want us to go over? I do have a soccer game tonight, and I would like to watch some of the Cavs putting a whooping on the Celtics tonight before I have to leave for that.
You had Bitcoin pizza last night.
I did. I had Bitcoin pizza. I left here.
Your girlfriend's a keeper. I don't know what she sees in you. But
I don't know either. Probably just sees a Coinbase account or Bittrex or something. She sees the Ledger Nano S's around the house, and she's like, oh, I got to keep him. So actually, I left work, came here, did the live show as usual, and then we did some PCG stuff afterwards. Went home. The girlfriend made a handmade pizza and had the pepperoni in the shape of a Bitcoin symbol. I didn't even know she knew it was Bitcoin Pizza Day. I know I call her my crypto chick, but really, guys, she just started reading The Internet of Money, which is a great book. I have a couple extra copies that I'm going to give away to you guys. Remind me to bring those in. But she doesn't talk to me about cryptos, really, so I was really surprised. I was caught off guard. That made my night.
I'm hoping she doesn't have that software that keeps track of keystrokes, getting all your passwords.
Yeah, that's what she's doing while I'm here. She's looking through, rummaging around.
Right. I shouldn't say that because she's a sweetheart.
All my passwords are up here,
and
guys.
She's probably listening.
They're all up here.
She's got that 12-phrase password of yours memorized. That 12-word phrase for your Digibyte or whatever that.
Clifford Chapman says, when there's blood in the street, even if it is your own, buy. Hey, you know we like to buy the dips. Now, a big primary account that Todd is seeing right now says we're almost near the low, so I would not be a bad time to buy some of these coins, nibble a little bit, do some laddering, which we just talked about today. It will help you out. And like I said, some people are like, well, do you see Bitcoin going to 3, 4, 5,000? I said I will bring my bank lawyer over here if Bitcoin goes to 4,000, and I will, live on air, take a mortgage on my house to buy cryptocurrencies.
Put it all in.
Hold it to me. Crop this out right now. What else we got here, Todd? Todd is tired. He got to bed late with all the action late last night. So did I, but, man, I'm just feeling, I guess, jet-lagged or something.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
Taj said, Nick, are you good at remembering birth dates? When's your birthday, Taj? You never told me that. Nick's girlfriend is a lot better looking than that chick he was with last weekend? Question mark? Who was I with last weekend?
Yeah, don't say that, because his girlfriend watches, I think, some. So she'll be home. He'll get that pizza when he gets home, all right?
Yeah, right in the face.
Right upside the head. ZRX digging in a little bit, so back to $1.37.
We're going to do some high-level consolidation leading to a pork blaster, guys.
Oh, I still think that one leads us home.
All the new people are probably like, what is that flying pig?
Right.
Pork blaster is a high-level consolidation that leads to another upside breakout. Now, a limp brisket would be if ZRX right now gives back all of its gains because it's high-level consolidation that breaks lower.
And Gary's in here, and it's like, what, 1:30 in the morning over there, Gary? Get some sleep. Now, Tom H. is definitely lit today. He said he was drinking, and I believe him.
Shout out to Tom H. Glad you're enjoying the show, enjoying a beer, and adding a little humor into the chat box is awesome. Alexander subscribing, you're the man.
We're killing subscribers.
Alexander, if you're leave a comment, leave a question, let me give you a wrench. Welcome to the community, and let's continue to triple those bags.
We lost some sound when the pig clip came on. Blew out our sound system.
Blew my hair back, blew out the mic.
Gary is committed. Gary's got a lot going on over there, so.
CM wants to do a poll, so you know what, CM? We're going to do a poll. You guys let me know what you think will happen first. $7,000 Bitcoin or $8,000 Bitcoin. Let's see what the crowd thinks. Our community is pretty smart, so I'm sure we can get it right.
Gary's not committed. He needs committed. What are you asking for?
7,000 or 8,000 Bitcoin. What is going to happen first? CM, a new viewer, said let's do a poll, so let's do it. Elizabeth says 7.
Elizabeth.
JP Whistler says 8 easy. We got another 8. 8. 7. 7. We're pretty even right now. Ryan Addy says 2,800 Bitcoin. Man, I'm going to be in extreme debt from that mortgage loan then if we go that low. Anthony just says the opposite, 20,000. Below 7K, 6,500. Celtics in 7. Right now, I think the Bears are winning, guys. I think the Bears are winning.
Elizabeth's a little grumpy tonight. Yeah, these markets don't help.
Crypto El Patron, 7K just so they can liquidate my account.
Gary O'Connell comes up with 3.8.
Oh, that is funny.
That's probably his lucky number.
Right now, guys, it looks like most of you are actually bearish at this point in time. We do have to go a little lower to hit the E, but I don't believe your E goes down to 7K, does it?
No. What's up, Vitor? I mean, let's go back to...
There is a high degree...
You gonna run the disclaimer on me?
No. Somebody said, let's do a drinking game. Drink every time Nick says smash up the likes. I'm trying to get my inner Superman out there, you know, get the hair flowing, get the energy going, and asking people to smash those likes.
I mean, 7,100 is the bottom of the, if you go clear down and touch the line here. I personally don't really think that'll happen, but that really wouldn't change anything. It's up to scare everybody.
The fake Benjamin is back again.
Fake Benjamin.
The real one's not even in here.
Right.
Ryan Addy says, Hitman greater than Superman. Well, I appreciate that. I try to do what I can. I try to present the facts, honest opinions, and be transparent on what I am and am not holding. Also, I love doing the interviews for you guys because that really gives you the inside look on the developer's mind and what their vision is for each of their projects. Now, everybody who's catching us live here and subscribing, make sure to go to our home channel as we do other videos besides the live ones. We do reviews, interviews, technical analysis, crypto tips and tricks, and we are here for you every single day to help you along the way. Another subscriber, I missed the name though. Shout out to you.
They're coming quick.
And now he's gone. That is why we have wrenches, ladies and gentlemen. The good community here knows how to weed out the trolls.
Ethereum 480 question mark, Taj? I don't think so. I don't see that at all. No. Max was a subscriber.
J.R. Riggs says that's a fake Ben. Yes, the real Ben and that Ben were in here yesterday, and the real Ben stood up and said who the real one was.
Will the real Ben please stand up?
So I don't know. I don't know if that's one of his buddies pulling a prank on him. We're not too sure. He's never said anything really vulgar, I don't think, unless I just don't see it, but whatever.
Just doesn't have a good name. It's not Head Magistar.
Rhinor23 says, free fake Ben, give him a voice. All right, let fake Ben come back after 300 seconds. Let's see what he has to say.
Gang, gang.
Is he the real Ben? Brandon West said, can you share your top 10 holdings at the moment? Brandon, this weekend, I think I'm actually going to do a video kind of going over some of my portfolio holdings. Also, maybe try a video to try to teach some new individuals or how you can portray the cryptocurrency ecosystem to your family and friends using dollar cost average, etc. So I have a couple videos already planned for this weekend. It looks like you are new to the channel, so we do go live every Monday through Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we usually don't go live unless something crazy happens. And then over the weekend, I try to put out a couple pre-recorded videos, and throughout the week, Todd is on the technical analysis almost on a daily basis, giving you a nice short 5 to 10 minute market recap on some of the community favorites. So make sure to stay tuned. Anon says, how hard do you guys think the market will bounce if it takes off? Todd, go ahead.
I mean, if the triangle pattern is what we're working with, it's going to be one of those big 10-day straight up. So, I mean, I do respect Tom Lee. So he's got the misery index, some of those things. I think, you know, and he's wealthy and knowledgeable. So I wouldn't discount what he says. And I don't want to be the huge, you know, bull here, but I just think that there's still a small amount of people trading cryptocurrencies. And I think there's a lot of money still coming. I think there's more futures contracts coming. I think ETFs will make it here. So I just think, I don't know where we're going tomorrow. I mean, I think the chart pattern maybe is going to work, but I just think looking at a few years, there's a lot of growth coming.
Tony says, okay, gents, it's dinner time. I'm out. Take it easy. Tony, keep hitting me up on Twitter. Let's keep bouncing ideas off each other. And your acrylic Litecoin that you won in the giveaway is on its way up to Canada, buddy.
Correct.
Paul says, put Crowd Machine on your radar. I'll try to keep an eye on that. And, I mean, that's about it. If this is an E-Wave, guys, those usually are very violent to the upside. So we'll see what happens. I'm still hodling, holding most of my positions at these price levels. Obviously, on Twitter, I do post some swing trades. The TRX swing trade I posted a couple days ago did finally fill today. And also, the EOS trade is getting close. Getting close. When a lot of people were really bullish on EOS, me and Todd did call the top around $20. We put a price target down around 14. It has passed through that. And now I put out another lower price objective that I am looking for to get my coins back. We'll see if it goes that low or not. Menzie Music says Tone Vase is saying it will be a miracle if it doesn't hit 5,000.
And explain to me again, Tone doesn't trade no more, right?
Tone says he never trades any of his Bitcoin. He does all of this just for the viewers. Seems like a lot of work to not trade at all. But he says that he gets paid in Bitcoin with the webinar, so he doesn't actually trade it. That's all I can tell you guys. I don't know. He has been right in the past at calling bottoms and tops. Now, throughout this kind of bearish trend, he's been calling for 2K for a while. May it eventually happen? I don't think so, but we'll say sure. But he also missed out on a lot of these intermediary pumps where you might have had some chance to take some profits off the table or re-diversify your portfolio.
I will, Lloyd Christmas says, you'd like to hear my bearish case? I think the bearish case probably would be that we'd still get a rally here, but again, it might go up. Yeah, let me go back to the Bitcoin chart.
Benjamin Smith Butt Muncher says, I love Todd and Nick, but the real Ben is a rude a-hole. What is going on right now? I don't even know.
I mean, so let me quickly see if, and what would happen would be that this is a triangle, but it's a triangle to the downside. So Let's just change this up a little bit. Fix it when we get done. I mean, basically you would have, it was an A down off the highs, which was kind of a move like this, overlapping. And then you've done a triangle since then. So this is a small a, small b, small c, small d. We run up to like 9,000, 9,100 again, which I mentioned before. We fail, and then we come back down through the low we make right now. I think that would call this a B wave low, and then we come down somewhere down here. Maybe we do the 3,800 that Gary was just probably joking about. And then that's a C wave. And then from there, we still do a moonshot. And that would still be, you know, new highs after that. I mean, that's probably would be the bearish case. So we still make a low somewhere here, but the rally is 9,100. We come back down and we fail here, we fail here. And then that's a quick waterfall decline that I would still say needs to be bought for further rally. But that would obviously wipe out a ton of people, wipe out huge positions. So we got to be prepared for that. But I don't see that in the cards at the moment. But that's, you know, that's going to change here in the next 7 to 10 days or something. So that's it.
Flipper Parrot says, Tone says he's too busy to trade. That's why he doesn't trade. He's too busy creating content, and that's why he doesn't trade. He said you have to basically watch BTC full time to trade it, which is true. There you go.
But hold on. So that means he's not watching it, right? Full time? Right?
What, I mean, if he's creating content and stuff and
he
doing
just said
webinars?
that he can't trade it because he doesn't watch it full time, right?
Yeah.
But if he's not watching it full time, how can he give price objectives on it?
He has that proprietary software that he lives and dies by on the 9 count.
Proprietary software, that's Tom DeMark.
Yeah, I know. That's why I knew you'd say that. That's why I said that.
That's like me saying Elliott Wave is the Butterfield wave. I mean, come on. Well, let's not start that or we'll get...
The Outlaw Preacher says, I'm with Nick at 3K. I'll sell everything to go all in. There you go. All right, guys. Well, we covered a ton of articles. Definitely go back and watch these. We'll talk about some of these projects in the future as they continue to develop. And, guys, I still am long on Zen. I told you at $15. I told you at $20. We had price objectives for $45. We saw the massive pump to $55 last night. It has given up a lot of those gains, and you guys have an opportunity to look for a proper entry point, to mine it, to be a node for it, whichever way you decide to maybe acquire it. Do some research on Zen, guys. I'm not trying to shill it. I'm trying to help you out. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. That's all I got. Anything else, Todd?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right, guys. Well, it was awesome as usual. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks for everybody who likes and shares our videos. Make sure to take a look in the description below. Make sure to go over to learncrypto.io and see how else we can help you with your experience in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. And we'll see you tomorrow live at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And I'm sure Todd will have a pre-recorded technical analysis video coming out during the afternoon as well. Let's go Cavaliers. You know what happens when the Cavaliers win? I give stuff away because I'm crazy like that. So if the Cavs win, I'm doing this late in the show, so most people might not catch it. If the Cavs win, leave a comment in the comment section below with your Twitter handle, and maybe you'll earn a copy of the Internet of Money yourself. That's all we got. You got any coin you want to scream to buy this time?
Right. See, I missed that last night when I said buy Zen. I said it too late. You pushed the button on me. And
that's why I actually wrote buy Zen on a piece of paper at the end of the outro. You can go back and look at it, or on my Twitter handle. If you guys would have taken that advice, man, you would have got an instant pump, an instant 40% gains.
That was crazy.
That's how it works out sometimes.
We're only about 14 people from 3,500, so appreciate that. We keep adding on 100 at a time pretty quick. So,
Gary
and
says,
that's in a bear market.
Gary McGuire says, just subscribe. Nice to have you as part of the Learn Crypto community, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll take a look at that nano chart tomorrow as well.
We'll be here.
Peace out.
What up, Vapid?
Well, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there. We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.